really good, my people? This your boy Smallito. This is Smallito's Way, coming at you with another video. Hit that like, hit that share, hit that subscribe button. Show some love to the channel. Much love to all my supporters. Let's get into this. So, academics is reporting that Pooh Shiesty, is facing up to life in prison for the robberies, the shootings and the robbery. He has 2 shootings, and one of them was while a robbery was happening, where he shot somebody in the ass, and he's facing up to life in prison. And reports are saying that he's actually thinking about taking this to trial. Now, look, as a person that's been not in that situation, facing life, but had decisions to make whether to go to trial or not, I'll tell you like this, man. It takes a special kind of individual, to go to trial. Even if you are dead ass right, it's scary because you're putting your life in the hands of your lawyer, the prosecutor, and 12 individuals that you don't know from a motherfucking hole in the wall. And it's scary. So, Pooh Shiesty, in my opinion, I don't know the facts of his case, but I do hope that he's thinking about it and listening to himself. Always in that thing, never listen to these jailhouse lawyers. Don't even listen to your family, because they can steer you wrong, because they believe so much that you're innocent or that the case is bullshit, and they're not looking at it. One thing, of movies are bullshit, but sometimes you can take away from movies shit that's real. And if you ever watch Training Day, the realest shit he ever said in that whole movie was, it's not what you know, it's what you can prove in court. That being said, you could be innocent. You could be innocent all the way. But if the evidence is proven or leaning or showing that you are possibly guilty, or that the evidence is against what you're saying, you could be. There's a lot of innocent dudes in jail, and women. There's a lot of them that didn't do what they said, or maybe they didn't do to the extent that they said that they were doing it, but being that the evidence didn't coincide with their story, they're sitting their ass in jail because of it. Because the law is the law. Nobody said the law is fair. The law is far from fair. It's far from fair. There's many cases that you can cite and say that the fair thing didn't happen or the right thing didn't happen, but the law is what the law is. Pooh Shiesty has to make a decision for himself. Listen to another thing that I advise. If everybody has a lawyer, right? But if you, like I know Pooh Shiesty did, I know he's not ultra rich, but I'm sure he has money to get lawyers and shit. He probably has some good lawyers. You hired those lawyers for a reason. Listen to those fucking lawyers. At the end of the day, they're there. They call them counsel. They're there to counsel you, and they're there to advise you. All they can do is go with what you say. They can advise you and tell you, listen, the evidence against you is very strong. I wouldn't go to trial with this. Ultimately, you could tell them, fuck what you're talking about. I want to go to trial, and they're going to take it to trial. Because they work for you. They're your employee. But that being said, they're there to do a job. You hired them to do a job. Let them do their fucking job. If the lawyer is advising you or telling you, yo, listen, we don't have that good, I don't see us beating this, I'm going to keep it honest with you. It's going to be very hard for us to prove or to, argue this point or whatever the case may be. There's always a shot, but I'm telling you, it's a long shot. You have to look within yourself. And I'm going to tell you, the hardest thing that I ever had to do was cop out and accept some time. And then I copped out. I was free. I bailed out. I copped out. And not only did I cop out December 23rd. And they gave me a court date for February, the day after the Super Bowl. I had to walk in and turn myself in. That was probably the hardest, longest drive that I ever took in my life, driving myself to court to turn myself in. It's hard. It really is. But you have to weigh your options and understand what's at stake if you don't take the plea deal. Because if you don't take the plea deal, they're gonna smoke you. If you make them spend taxpayers' money to try you and you wind up losing that trial, they're gonna hit you with probably the maximum, if not near the maximum statute that they can give you. Pooh Shiesty has to look within himself and understand you're 21 years old. If you hear a number that you can deal with, and in this case, if they're offering you life, then a number that you can deal with is probably going to be 7, 8 years, something like that. Like, that's probably the low end of what you're going to get. You have to bite the bullet and take it. Or have the courage of your convictions and say, I'm going to trial because you feel that you're innocent or you feel the case is weak or whatever the case may be. But understand that if you get found guilty, they're going to give you every last minute of your life in jail. They're not playing with you. They're not playing with you. You are a celebrity and you're black. You have two things going against you. So what you need to do is think about it, understand what the ramifications of your decisions are. Either way, you're 21 years old. If you take 6, 7, 8 years, yes, it's hard. And it's not going to be easy. And it's going to be stressful and hard. And people are going to come and go in your life. You might lose family members to, everything. Life happens. People die, everything. You're going to lose. If you got kids, you're not going to see them as much as you're not going to see them grow up. A lot of things are going to change by the time you get out. But I promise you, life goes on. You'll still be a young man. You will still be able to have some sort of a career once you get out. But if you get life, my bro, it's over. It ain't no coming back from that one. It ain't no coming back from that one. So I hope he lands on his feet. I don't know the facts of the case. I don't know if he did it, if he didn't do it. Regardless of the fact, it's sad that a young man, as young as him, as successful as he is, going through what he's going through. I really hope that, if anything, that he learns from this experience, and regardless of what happens, that he never comes to make these decisions or mistakes again. And moreover than that, I hope that his mistake can be somebody else's gain. Somebody else in his position, another young man, sees what he's going through and the path that he took to get there, and completely goes the opposite direction and starts and doesn't make the same mistake and fall into the same trap that he did. So that's it for right now, man. I hope that, he, like I said, he thinks about things long and hard, and he makes the right decision for him and his family. Yo, as always, man, I love everybody that supports me. Hit that like, hit that share, hit that subscribe button, and until the next time I see y'all, peace.